Welcome to my channel for comprehensive tutorials on fundamental principles to complex problems. I'll cover it all. Feel free to share, subscribe for more contents. Thank you. Hello everyone. Once again I'm back with another episode. In this exercise we are going to work out with simultaneous equations as I promised you in the previous exercise. In this exercise we will be solving simultaneous equations using elimination method. As you know, this is chapter 1 and we are covering algebra 1. This time the topic is going to be 2.7 and exercise is 21 that you can find on page 80. And if you have a textbook with you, you can find this exercise on page 80. In case if you need the file or the book in PDF form, you can connect me on WhatsApp. Taking you straight to the explanation of question number 1 in exercise 21. There are two equations we are going to use simultaneously. We'll be solving them simultaneously. This is why these equations are called as simultaneous equations, and we'll be solving these simultaneous equations using elimination method. Elimination method means that we are going to eliminate either x or y. Now, the method we are going to use is that we can equalize the x values or we can equalize the y values. In this question, I will be equalizing x. So what I will do is I will multiply equation 1 by 4, or I can make multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 1. So what will happen is the value of x in equation 1 is going to be a 4. I will rewrite this equation: 2x plus 5y equals 24. Now this whole thing is going to be multiplied by 2 on both sides, and equation 1 is going to be multiplied by 1, and this is going to be 20 multiplied by 1. So this step is very much necessary once you are solving these type of questions in the exam or in your notebook. Now the first equation is going to be 4x plus 10y equals 48, and the second equation becomes 4x plus 3y equals a 20. Now this is going to be a straight line over here. We are going to subtract this, and this is going to be straight line, and we'll be subtracting. Once we are subtracting, we know that the second equation has to be changing to a negative sign. This plus sign becomes a minus, this plus 3y becomes minus 3y, and plus 20 becomes a negative 20. So in here you can see that I can cancel 4x with minus 4x, and 10y minus 3y is going to give us a positive 7y. Positive 7y I will write here, and 48 minus 20 is going to give us a simple 28. Now y is going to be equals to 28 divided by 7. That is going to give us 4. So the value of y is a 4, and now we will find out the value of x. As you know, I can use any equation I feel like. So I will use 2x plus 5y, 2x plus 5y equals 24. Now in here I will use the value of x, the value of y that we have already found out. 2x plus 5, I will use the value of y. I will substitute here, and the value of y is 4. That means 2x plus 20 equals 24. That means 20x, 2x equals 24 minus 20. So 2x is equals to a 4, and x is equals to 4 over 2. That means the value of x is going to be a 2. This is the answer that you can see over here also. The value of x is 2 and the value of y is 4. Moving on to the next question. In this question, I know very well it's 5x plus 2y. So I will multiply both the equations by 2 and 5 simultaneously. I will write 5x plus 2y equals 13, and 2x plus 6y equals 26. I will multiply this equation by 2, and I will multiply this by 5. So the x values are going to be equal. So this is going to give us a 10x plus 4y equals 26. And the second equation becomes 5 times 2 is a 10x plus 5 times 6 is 30y, and 26 times 5 is going to give us a 130. Now again I will make a straight line to subtract these two, and I will change the sign to a plus 10 becomes a negative 10, and plus 30 becomes a negative 30, and plus 130 is going to become a negative 130. Now in here, these two are going to be cancelled, and minus 30 and plus 4y is going to give us a negative 26, and minus 30 minus 130 and plus 26 is going to give us a negative 104. So this is going to be y. Minus sign from both sides are going to be cancelled. So 26y equals 104. So y is equals to 104 divided by 26 is going to give us a 4. I should add one more step over here, and you should also add this step to get you full marks. Y equals 4. So now I know the value of y is equals to 4. Now I can use any equation I feel like. I'm using the second equation, which is 2x plus 6y equals 26, and 2x is equal plus 6. The value of y is already 4. I will not put the value. I will change the pen color, and I will write y equals 4 that we have already found out. So 2x plus 24 equals 24, and 2x is equals 24 minus 24 is equals to 0. I think there is a mistake somewhere. Let's see. 2x plus 6y equals 26. It is 26, not 24. So do the correction. It's going to be 26, not 24. So 2x is equals to 26 minus 24. So 2x is equals to a 2. That means x is equals to 2 over 2. That means x equals 1. The value of x is going to be 1, and the value of y is going to be a 4 that you can see here. Moving on to the next question. In here, I will place these guys a little ahead. Now I'm taking you to question number 3. In question number 3, I will keep this guy over here, and I know very well 3x and 9x, I can equalize them when I multiply this equation by 3 and this equation by 1. So what I will get is 3 times 3 is a 9x plus 3y equals 33, and the second equation is going to become 9x plus 2y since it's multiplied by 1 itself, and once we do the subtraction, we change the sign of plus 9 to minus 9, plus 2y minus 2y, and 28 becomes a negative 28. So these two are going to be cancelled, and 3 minus 2 is going to be a 1. 3 minus 2 is a 1y, and 33 plus 33 minus 28 is going to give us 5. Straight away we got the value y equals 5. I can put this y value in any equation I feel like. So 9x plus 2y equals 28 is the equation, and in place of y I will write the value y. 9x plus 2 times the value of y is a 5. I will place this y value as 5. So 9x plus 10 equals 28, and 9x equals 28 minus 10. So 9x equals, in here I can see it's 28 minus 10, plus 10 is going to be, my 28 minus 10 is an 8. This is going to give us 28 minus 10 is going to give us 18, and x is equals to 18 over 9, so which is giving us a 2. This is the first answer, and now I will use any equation I feel like. For example, 9x plus 3y equals 33. This equation, if I put it in here down somewhere, now I will rewrite the same equation. 9x plus 2y in place of x, I will put the bracket. 3y equals 33, and the value of x is a 2. That means 18 plus 3y equals 33. That means 3y equals 33 divided by, it's going to be minus 18. 33 minus 18 is going to be 15. 3y equals 15. So y is equals to 15 divided by 3, which is going to be 5. So the value of y is 5 and the value of x is 2. Now moving on to the next question, which is x plus 2y equals 17. In here, I multiply this equation by 8 and this equation by 1. So ultimately, we are going to get 8x plus 16y is equals to 17 times 8 is giving us 136. And second equation becomes at 8x plus 3y equals 45, since I'm multiplying by 1. So this will not change. Now in here we are going to subtract, and plus 8x becomes minus 8x, plus 3y becomes minus 3y, and 45 becomes negative 45. These two are going to be cancelled. We will eliminate the value of x. 16 minus 3 is going to give us 13y. That means 13y equals 136 minus 45 is going to give us a 91, and y value is going to be 91 divided by 3, 13. 91 divided by 13 is going to give us 7. So the value of y is a 7. Using any equation you feel like, x plus 2y equals 17. The value of y is 7. So x plus 2 times 7 equals 17. That means x plus 14 equals 7, and x plus equals 17 minus 14 is going to give us a 3 as an answer for this question. Moving on to question number 5. In here, I'll multiply this equation by 3 and this equation by 1. So first equation will remain same, and second equation becomes 3x plus 3 times 8 is a 24, y, and 21 times 3 is going to give us a 63. Changing the signs of each element is going to make it plus 3 becomes minus 3, and 24 becomes negative 24, and 63 becomes negative 63. So that's how they are cancelled. And 24 minus 2 is going to give us a negative 22y, and 63 minus 19 is going to give us a 44, negative 44 rather, and minus sign is going to be ignored. So y equals 44 over 22 is going to give us a 2. So the value of y is a 2. Taking any equation you feel like, so x plus 2y x plus 8y equals 21 is the equation. I will bring this a little down here somewhere, and I will rewrite this equation once again to find the value of x. So x plus 8, y value is 2 equals 21. That means x plus 16 equals 21. So 21 minus 16 is going to give us 21 minus 16 is going to give us 5. That's the answer for this question. Moving on to question number 6. If you notice in question number 6, it says 2a plus 3b equals 9 and 4a plus b equals 13. So if I multiply first equation by 4 and second equation by 2, they are going to become 8. And I have another choice also. I can multiply this equation by simply 2 and this equation by 1. So my problem is going to be solved. So first equation is going to become a 4a plus 2 times 3 is a 6b, and 2 times 9 is going to be an 18. Now second equation became same, plus b equals 13. Taking a subtraction, I will change the pen color. It's going to be negative 4y, 4a, and negative b and negative 13. So that's how I can cancel these two, 4a and minus 4a. And 6 minus 1b is going to be a 5b equals 18 minus 13 is going to be a 5b, 5. That means 5b equals a 5. So in simple word, I can say it's going to be a b equals 5 over 5, which is b equals 1. And I can choose any equation I feel like. I am writing 4a plus b value is 1 equals 13, and 4a equals, I should write plus 1 here, 13. Steps are extremely important for these type of questions. So 4a equals 12. That means a is going to be 12 divided by 4, which is going to be a 3. So the value of a is 3 and the value of b is a 1. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 7. I will multiply first equation, this equation I will multiply by 3 and this equation by 2. So the first equation is going to become 3 times 2 is a 6x plus 3 times 3 is a 9y, and this is going to be 33. And this second equation becomes 6x plus 2 times 4 is an 8y, and 15 times 2 is a 30. Making a straight line and subtracting these two equations, I will change the sign. Plus 6x becomes minus 6x, and plus 8y becomes minus 8y, and 30 becomes a negative 30. So these two are cancelled. 9 minus 8 is going to give us a y, and 33 minus 30 is going to give us a 3. So the value of y is a 3. I take any equation I feel like. 2x plus 3, y value is a 3 equals 11. I will write the value of y as 3 over here. So 2x plus 9 equals 11. So 2x equals 11 minus 9. That means 2x equals a 2. X is equals to be a 1. That's going to be the answer for question number 7. Moving on to question number 7. It says first equation is 3x and the second equation is 4x. So I multiply this equation by 4 and this equation by 3. So the first equation becomes 12x, 4 times 8 is a 32, y, and 27 times 4 is going to give us 108. 54 times 4 is going to give us 27 times 4 is going to give us 108. And second equation becomes 12x plus 3 times 3 is a 9, and 13 times 3 is going to give us a 39. This is going to become a 12x, making a straight line, and subtracting the first equation from the second, changing the color of my pen. This becomes minus 12x minus 9y and minus 39. These two are going to be cancelled, and 32 minus 9 is going to become a 23, and 108 minus 39 is going to become a 69, and 23 divided by 69, 69 divided by 23 is going to become a 3. Y equals 69 divided by 23 is going to give us y equals a 3. Taking any equation, and 4x plus 3y, I will write here 4x plus 3y, 4x plus 3y equals 13. The value of y is 3 equals 13. And here 4x plus 3 times 13, I will change the pen color. 39 equals 13. That means 4x equals 13 minus 39. So 4x, let's check if there is any mistake in this question. Equation of 4x plus 3y equals 13, and the value of y is 3. It's not 13, it's a 3. Just a 3 is enough for this, because the value of y is a 3. 3 times 3 is going to give us a 9. In here, I will write 4x is going to give us 4x equals 13 minus 9. That means 4x is 13 minus 9 is going to give us a 4. 4x equals 4. That means x equals 1. So the value of x is 1 and the value of y is 3. Taking second question, question number 9. In here, I multiply this equation by 5 and this equation by 2. So the first equation becomes 10x plus 10x plus 5 times 7 is 35. Y equals 7 times 5, 17 times 5 is going to give us an 85. And 2 times 5 is a 10x plus 2 times 3 is a 6y, and minus 2, and subtracting first equation from the second. I will change the sign, minus 6 and plus 2. So these two are going to be cancelled. 35 minus 6 is going to be 29y, and 85 minus 2 is going to give us 83, and 83 divided by 29 is going to give us, let's see if the value of y is 3, that means 85 it's going to be 87, not 83. 85 plus 2 is going to be 87, and 29 divided by 87. So y equals 87 divided by 29 is going to be equals to a 3. So the value of y is 3. Now we can find out the value of x. I can take any equation I feel like. I'm using 2x plus 7y equals 17. So the value of y is known to us. Now 2x plus 7 times 3 is a 21 equals 17, and 2x equals 17 minus 21 is going to give us 2x equals 17 minus 21 is going to give us 4. That means x equals 4 divided by 2 is going to give us a 2. So the value of x is a 2 and the value of y is a 3. It should be a negative 2 in my opinion. Yes, it is negative 2 because it's a negative 21 and plus 17 is going to give us a negative 4. So negative 4 divided by positive 2 is going to give us a negative 2. Moving on to question number 10, which is saying that 5x plus 3y equals 23, and second equation is 2x plus 4y equals 12. So I multiply first equation by a 2 and second equation by a 5. So the first equation becomes a 10x plus 2 times 3 is a 6y. 23 times 2 is going to give us a 46. Second equation becomes 10x plus 4 times 5 is a 20 y, and 12 times 5 is going to give us 60. Making a straight line and subtracting these two guys, changing the sign first, 10x becomes negative 10x, plus 20 will become negative 20, and plus 60 becomes a negative 60. These two are cancelled, and the minus 20 plus 6 is going to be giving us a negative 14y equals 60 minus 46. 60 minus 46 is going to give us a 14, negative 14 rather. So 14y equals a 14. That means y equals 14 divided by 14 is going to give us a 1. So y is equals to 1. Now I can take any equation I feel like. I can take second equation 2x plus 4y equals 12, and the value of y is known to us. 2x plus 4 times 1 equals 12. I will change the color. The y value is 1. So 2x plus 4 equals 12. That means 2x equals 12 minus 4. That means 2x is equals to an 8 and x is equals to a 4. So the value of x is 4 and the value of y is 1, as you can see over here also. Moving on to question number 11. In question number 11, it says 7x and 3x. So I multiply this by 3 and this by 7. So first equation is going to become 3 times 7 is a 21x, plus 3 times 5 is a 15y, and 32 times 3 is going to give us a 96. Second equation becomes 7 times 3 is a 21x, plus 7 times 4 is a 28y, equals 23 times 7 is going to give us a 161. Now making a straight line and use the change of sign rule, minus 21, minus 28, and minus 61, 161. These two are going to be cancelled, and 28 minus 15 is going to give us a negative 13y equals 161 minus 96, which becomes negative 65. So minus minus signs are going to be cancelled. So 35, 13, y equals 65, and y equals 65 divided by 13 is going to give us a 5. 65 divided by 13 is going to give us a 5. The value of y is a 5. Y is equals to 5. Now I will substitute this in any equation I feel like. I'm taking second equation that says 3x plus 4y equals a 23. I know the value of y is a 5. So I will write same equation, something like this, equals 23. I will substitute the value of y, which is 5. That means 3x plus 20 equals 23. So 3x is equals to 23 minus 20, which is going to give us 3x equals 3, and x will be equals to 3 divided by 3, which is equals to 1. So the value of x is going to be 1. Moving on to the next question. which is question number 12. When it comes to question number 12, I can see I can multiply first equation by 4 and second equation by 3. So first equation is going to give us uh, 12x plus 4 times 2 is an 8y, and 4 times 4 is giving us 16, and 3 times 4 is going to give us a 12x, and 3 times 5 is going to give us a 15y, and 3 times 10 is a 30. Changing the signs, minus 12, minus 15 and minus 30, plus 12x and minus 12x is going to cancel, and minus 15y plus 8y is going to give us a minus 7y, and minus 30 plus 16 is going to give us a negative 14. So minus minus cancels, 7y equals 14. That means y equals a 2, because 14 divided by 7 is going to give us a 2. Now I'm taking the first equation, which is giving us the value of x, 3x plus 2, and in the bracket I will use the value of y equals 4. This is equation number 1. And in place of y, I will write the value of y, which is 2. So that means 3x plus 4 equals a 4. That means 3x equals 4 minus 4. That means 3 equals a 0. That means the value of x is going to be also a 0. Moving on to question number 13. It says here 3x plus 2y equals 11 and 2x minus y equals minus 3. So I multiply this equation by a 2 and this equation by a 3. Now I know very well this is going to give us 6x plus 4y equals a 22, and 3 times 2 is going to give us 6, and minus 3y equals minus 9. Now I will divide. Now I will subtract and change the sign. This is going to give us minus 6x plus 3y and plus 9. These two are going to be cancelled, and plus 4y and plus 3y is going to give us a plus 7y, and 22 minus 9 is going to give us 22 plus 9 is going to give us a 31. So the value of y is going to be 31 over 7. And when we make a mixed fraction, 7 times 4 is a 28, and 3 is going to be as a numerator. So 4 whole 3 over 7. Now we will find out the value of x. I can say 2x minus y equals negative 3. That means I will use the value of y. So 2x minus the value of y is a 31 over 7. Now equals negative 3. Now I will say this is 2x minus 31 over 7. So other side it will go and becomes a positive. So 2x will be equals to negative 3 plus 31 over 7. Solving the fractions is going to give us 2x equals minus 21 over 7 plus 31 over 7. In here 2x will be equals to negative 21 plus 31 over 7, and this is going to become 2x will be equals to 31 minus 21 is going to give us negative 10, actually positive 10. This is giving us 10 over 7, and x will be equals to 10 over 14. When simplifying, this is giving us 5 over 7, which is the required answer. 5 over 7. The value of x is 5 over 7, and the value of y is 4 whole 3 over 7. Moving on to question number 13. This says that 3x plus 2y equals 7 and 2x minus 3y equals negative 4. So I am multiplying this equation by 2 and this equation by 3. So this is giving us 6x plus 4y equals a 14, and this gives us 6x minus 9y equals minus 12. Subtracting first equation from the second one, and changing the pen color, minus 6x plus 9, and plus 12. So these two are going to be cancelled. 4 plus 9 is going to give us 4 plus 9 is going to give us a 13 y, and this is giving us a 26. So y equals 26 over 13. So the value of y is going to be 2. Now finding out the value of x. So 3x plus 2y equals 7, and 3x plus 2 in the bracket I will use the value of y. The value of y is given as a 2. So 3x plus 4 equals 7. So 3x will be equals to 7 minus 4. So 3x will be equals to 3, and x will be equals to 3 over 3, which is giving us x equals 1. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 15. In here it says x plus 2y equals negative 4. So I'll multiply this equation by 3 simply, and this equation by 1. So this is giving us a 3x plus 6y equals negative 12, and this will be remain same, minus y equals a 9. Subtracting the equations, this is going to give us a negative 3y, 3x, and plus y and minus 9. So these two are going to be cancelled. 6 plus 1 is going to give us a 7y, and 12 minus 9 is going to give us a negative 21. That means y is going to be negative 3, because negative 21 divided by 7 is going to give us a negative 3. Finding out the value of x plus 2y, negative 4, and x plus 2, the value of y is a negative 3. So I will use a negative 3 over here. So x plus x actually minus 6 equals negative 4. So x will be equals to negative 4 plus 6. So x will be equals to a 2. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 16. In here, I will multiply this equation by 3 and this equation by 5. So first one is going to give us 15x minus 3, 7, 21. Y equals 27. 27 times 3 is going to give us an 81. And 5 times 3 is a 15. And minus 20. Y equals 16 times 5 is going to give us an 80. Subtracting the first equation from the second one is going to give us, changing the pen color will give you minus 15 and plus 2y and minus 80. These two are going to be cancelled. Minus 21 and this is giving us minus y equals 1. So that means y is equals to negative 1. So this is the value of y. I will use any equation I feel like. I am using equation 1, which is 5x minus 7y equals 27. I can use any equation I feel like. 5x minus 7 in the bracket, I will use the value of y, 27. The value of y is a negative 1. So this is giving us plus 7 equals 27. So 5x will be equals to 27 minus 7. So 5x will be equals to a 20. That means x value is going to be 20 over 5, which is going to give us a 4. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 17. In here, I will multiply first equation by 4, this equation by 4, and this equation by 3. So first equation is going to give us a 12x minus 8y. 8y equals 7 times 4 is a 28, and this is going to give us 12x plus 3y equals 39, and this is subtraction is going to give us minus 12x and minus 3y and minus 39. These two are going to be cancelled. Minus 8 and minus 3 is going to give us minus 11y is equals to minus 11. So y will be equals to minus 11 divided by minus 11 is going to give us y equals 1. So the value of y is a 1. Now we'll find out the value of x. 3x minus 2y equals 7. This is the first equation. 3x minus 2. In the bracket, I will use the value of y. Value of y is a 1. So 3x minus 2 equals 7. So 3x will be equals to 7 plus 2, which is giving us 3x equals 9 and x equals 9 divided by 3. So x will be equals to a 3. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 18. I will move this guy over here and I will remove this. This arrow shows me that next questions are down below. Now, in this equation, the answer in the book is wrong. So I have marked a star over here. Let's see what the answer we get. In here, I am going to multiply this equation by 2 and this equation by 1. So first equation is going to be equals to minus 2y equals negative 2. And first equation becomes as it is. Now subtracting and changing the pen color, minus 2x and plus y, and this has nothing. These two are cancelled. Minus 2y plus y is going to give us a y equals negative 2. So this is the correct answer. And x minus y equals negative 1, and x minus the value of y is a negative 2. So I will replace minus 2 here. So x plus 2 equals negative 1, and x equals negative 1, negative 2. So x is equals to negative 3. Let's see if there is any problem in this. X minus y equals negative 1, so plus 2, correct. So this is the correct answer for this question. I better take this question down below. Question number 19 I am going to solve here. Question number 19 is going to be solved here. So in here it says I will multiply this equation by 3. I'm multiplying equation by 3 and this is by 1. So first equation is going to be 3y, but before that I better rearrange the equation. So I will say that I will write y minus x equals negative 1, and I will write minus y plus 3x equals 5. I have rearranged x and y values to make relevant. In here, the value of y is plus minus, so I will cancel straight away. And plus 3x and minus 3x minus x is going to give us a 2x equals 5 minus 1 is a 4. So x will be equals to 4 over 2. That means the value of x is a 2. Now finding out the value of y minus x equals negative 1. So y minus 2 equals negative 1. So y minus 2 equals negative 1. So y will be equals to negative 1 plus 2 is going to give us y equals 1, which is the required answer. Moving on to question number 20. Here a little rearrangement is required in equation 2. So I will write first equation as it is, no change. 3y equals negative 5. I am going to just place plus 3x first and 2y later, and minus 4 is going to go other side. These are the three little arrangements I will make, and I will write 3x plus first, and then I will write 2y, and plus 4 is going to become a negative 4 when it goes to the other side. This is the little arrangement we have to do before start solving it. First equation is multiplied by 3, second equation by 1. So it's going to give us a 3x minus 9y equals negative 15, and second equation remains same as it is without a change. And for question number 20 here, I can see that I have to subtract the first equation by second equation. So in here, I will just put a straight line and do the sign change. Plus 3 becomes minus 3, plus 2y becomes minus 2y, and minus 4 becomes a plus 4. So these two are going to be cancelled. Minus 9 and minus 2 is going to give us minus 11 y, and minus 15 plus 4 is going to give us an 11, negative 11. So in this case, y equals negative 11 divided by negative 11. So y is going to be a 1 only. Now we know the value of y is 1. So I will write x minus 3y equals negative 5. So x minus 3, the value of y is a 1. I will write the value of y is 1, and x minus 3 equals negative 5. X will be equals to negative 5 plus 3. So x will be equals to negative 2, which is the required answer. Moving on to the next question. Question number 21. In here, I need to again rearrange both the equations. First equation I will write as x plus 3y equals negative 7, and I will write minus x first, and then I will write plus 2y equals positive 3. Since the signs are already different for x, so I will cancel straight away. I'll cancel this, and plus 3y and 2y is going to give us a 5y equals minus 7 plus 3 is going to give us a negative 4. That means y is going to be equals to negative 4. For 21, it's going to be, it is a positive 7. So this is not negative 4. This is going to give us 5y equals 10. So y will be equals to 10 over 5, which is in turn giving us 10 divided by 5 is a 2. Now finding out the value of x, x plus 3y equals 7. So x plus 3, the value of y is a 2. This is a 2. And x plus 6 equals 7. X is equals to 7 minus 6. So x will be equals to 1. This is the value of x and y. Moving on to question number 22. In here, I'm going to multiply this equation by 2 and this equation by 3. So first equation turn to 6a minus 2b equals 18, and this is going to become 6a plus 3 times 2 is a 6b, and 14 times 3 is going to give us a 42. Subtracting first equation from the second one, the pen color makes it easy. These two are cancelled, and minus 2b and minus 6b is going to give us minus 8b, and 18 minus 42 is going to give us a negative 24. So minus and minus cancels, b equals 24 over 8, so b is equals to a 3. Now finding out the value of a, it says 3a minus b equals 9, and 3a minus the value of b is going to be a 3. So I will write 3 over here. That means 3a minus 3 equals 9. So 3a equals 9 plus 3. 3a equals 12, and a will be equals to 12 over 3, which is in turn going to give us a equals 4. So the value of a is 4 and the value of b is 3, as you can see in the answer also. Moving on to question number 23. In here, I will be multiplying this equation by 4 and this equation by 3. So this is giving us a 12x minus 4y equals 36, and second equation becomes 12x minus 3y equals 14 times 3 is going to give us 42, negative 42. And in here I will change the sign of plus 2y becomes minus 12, x plus 3 minus 3y becomes plus 3y, and plus 42 minus 42 becomes plus 42. These two are cancelled, and minus 4y plus 3y is going to give us a minus y, and 36 minus 42 both are positive, so this is going to give us a 78, and y value is going to be negative 78 in turn. Finding out the value of x, so it's saying 3x minus y equals 9, and 3x negative, now the value of y is a negative 78, and 3x plus 78 equals 9, and 3x equals 9 minus 78. So 9 minus 78 is going to give us minus 69, and x will be equals to minus 23. The value of x is going to be negative 23, and the value of y is a negative 78. Both are correct. Now in here I'll be using decimal values for 9 whole 1 over 2 as 9.5. So I will write x plus 2y equals 4, and second equation I have 3x plus y equals 9.5. 9.5. I'll better write clearly. So if I write this one as 9.5, I am going to multiply first equation by 3 and second equation by 1. So first equation is going to turn to 3x plus 6y equals 12, and second equation remains same because we are multiplying by 1. Now I'm going to change the sign of both using a different pen. Minus 3x and minus 3x and minus y and minus 9.5. So these two are going to be cancelled. 3x and minus 3x is going to be cancelled, and 6y minus 1y is going to give us a 5y, and 12 minus 9.5 is going to give us a 2.5, and when 2.5 is divided by 5, it's going to give us a 0.5. So the value of y is a 0.5 or 1 over 2, both are same. You may write 1 over 2 also, both are going to give the same value. Now when it comes to find out the value of x, so it's saying x plus 2y equals 4. Now x plus 2 times the value of y is 0.5. So 2 times 0.5 is going to give us a 1, and x will be equals to 4 minus 1, which is in turn giving us the value of x as 3, that you can see in here in the answer also. Now comes exercise 25. In here there is something tricky we need to do. As you can see in the second part of the equation, it's a fraction. So what we do, I'm just solving this. Y over 3 equals 2. So what I'm going to do is I will multiply everything by the LCM, which is 12. This also multiply by 12, and this also multiply by 12. So these two are going to give us a 3. These two are going to give us a 4, and this is a 24. So in here we have 3x plus 4y equals 24. So this is going to become a second equation. First equation remains same. It is 2x minus y equals 5. Now I will multiply first equation by 2 and second equation by 3. So this is going to become 6x plus 2 4 is 8 y. 24 times 2 is a 48. 3 times 2 is a 6 and minus 3y equals a 15. Now we can subtract first equation from the second, just putting a bracket here, changing the sign of these values. 6x becomes minus 6x and minus 3y becomes plus 3y and 15 becomes negative 15. So 8 plus 3 is going to be 11y and 48 minus 15 is going to give us 48 minus 15 is going to give us uh, 33. So the value of y is going to be 33 over 11. That means y equals a 3. The value of y is a 3. Now I'll find out the value of x. The value of x is going to be minus y equals 5. 2x minus the value of y is a 3. So I will replace the value of y with a 3. So 2x minus 3 equals 5. So 2x will be equals to 5 plus 3, which is going to give us an 8. 2x equals 8 and x will be equals to 8 divided by 2, which is going in turn as 4. And this is the required answer. Moving on to question number 26. I will place this guy over here. Solving the second equation, what I will do is I will write x over 5 plus y over 2 equals 0, and the LCM of 5 and 2 is going to be 10. So I will multiply all the things by 10. Now look at this carefully. I'm multiplying this by 10, multiplying this by 10, and multiply this also by 10. And this is an equal sign. So what I will get is 5 times 1 and 5 times 2. 2 times 5, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 5 is a 10. So in here I will get 2x plus 5y equals 0. So this is going to be second equation. First equation is 3x minus y equals 17. Now in here I will multiply equation 1 by 3 and 2 by 2. So what I will get is 6x plus 6x plus 15 y equals a 0, and the second equation becomes, because I'm multiplying this by 2, so this is going to give us 6x and minus 2y equals 34. Subtracting the equations, change the pen, plus 6x becomes minus 6x plus 2y and minus 34. These two are cancelled, and for question number 26 it's going to be 15 plus 2 is going to be a 17y equals negative 34. So y will be equals to 34 over 17. So y will be equals to negative 2. Now finding out the value of x, I know very well in the question itself it says 3x minus y equals 17. Now the value of y is negative 2. So 3x minus 17. Now I will use the value of y, which is negative 2. So 3x plus 2 equals 17. So 3x will be equals to 17 minus 2. So 3x will be equals to a 15, and x will be equals to 15 over 3, which is in turn gives us a 5. So the value of x is 5 and the value of y is negative 2. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 27. In here, same trick I'm going to apply. I am multiplying this by 18, this also by 18, and this also by 18. So what I will get is, or I better rewrite the whole thing for your convenience, it is 2x over 3 plus y over 2 equals negative 7 over 9. So I multiply by the LCM of 9, 2, and 3. So LCM of 9, 2, and 3 is going to be in 18, and 18 once again, and multiply by 18. So in turn, what I will get is 3 times 1 is a 3, 3 times 6 is an 18, 2 times 9 is a 18, and 9 times 2 is an 18. So in turn, what we'll get is 12x plus 9y and minus 14. And second equation is already 3x minus 2y equals 5. So what I will do is I will multiply this equation by 1 and this by 4. So first equation remains same, this will not change, and second equation I will make as 4 times 3 is a 12, 4 times 2 is a minus 8y, and 4 times 5 is a 20. Subtracting, changing sign first, these two are cancelled. 8 and 9 is going to give us 17, and this is going to give us a negative 34. So y will be equals to negative 34 divided by 17. So in turn it's going to give us y equals negative 2. Let's see if the answer is negative 2. Yes, y is equals to negative 2. Now we find out the value of x. So it says 3x minus 2y equals 5. 3x minus 2. The value of y I will replace with a negative 2. I will write negative 2, and in here it is going to be 3x plus 4 equals 5. That means 3x will be equals to 5 minus 4, and 3x will be equals to 1, and x will be equals to 1 over 3, which is the required answer. Moving on to the next question, 28. In here, I will multiply everything by 20. In the fraction side, multiply x over 5 minus y over 4 equals 1. So I multiply everything by 20, multiply by 20, multiply by 20, and multiply by 20. So 5 times 1, 5 times 4, 4 times 1, 4 times 5. So this is going to become 4x minus 5y equals 20. This becomes the second equation. First equation is already there. 2x plus y equals 11. Now in here I will multiply the first equation by 1 and this equation by 2. So this finally it becomes minus 5y equals 20, and this is going to be 4x plus 2y and 22. Now I will change the signs to subtract. Minus 4x, minus 2y, and minus 22. These two are cancelled. Minus 5 and minus 2 is going to give us minus 7y, and this is going to becomes a 42. Actually minus 2 for question number 28. In 20 minus 22 is becomes becomes minus 2. So y will be equals to 2 over 7. Let's see what the answer is. Y equals 2 over 7 is the answer for the value of y. And now we find out the value of x. So it says 2x plus y equals 11. The value of y is 2 over 7 equals 11. And in here it says 2x will be equals to 11 minus 2 over 7, making the denominators equal. Since this is 11 over 1 minus 2 over 7, I am going to multiply this by 7. So this becomes 7. So 2x will be equals to 77 minus 2 over 7. So this is going to become 75 over 7, and in here is become 75 over 14, and 14 times 5 becomes a 70. 14 times 5 as a 70, and 5 is the remainder. So this becomes a mixed fraction. Now comes question number 29. As you can see in this question, it says 4x minus 0.5y equals 12.5, and second equation is 3x plus 0.8y equals 8.2. So I'll be making x equals. So I will write 4x minus 0.5 y equals 12.5, and down below I will write 3x plus 0.8, 3x plus 0.8 y equals 8.2. First equation I multiply by a 3, second equation I will multiply by 4. So the first one is going to give us a 12x minus 1.5 y equals 37.5. Second equation is going to become 12x plus 3.2 y equals 32.8. I will just rewrite 32.8. Now in here, as I can see 12x, so minus 12x minus 3.2 and minus 32.8. So when subtracting, this gives us minus 4.7y, and this side is going to be 4.7. So y will be equals to 4.7 divided by minus 4.7. So this is going to give us y equals -1. And this is the value of y. Now I know very well in the starting question it says that 4x minus 0.5 y equals 12.5. This is going to give us the value of x. So 4x minus 0.5 is going to be multiplied by -1. I will write -1 here. So 4x plus 0.5 equals 12.5. So 4x will be equals to 12.5 minus 0.5, and 4x equals 12. X will be equals to 12 divided by 4. So the value of x is going to be a 3. Now moving on to the next question, which is the last question of this exercise. In here again same decimal values. I know very well 0.4x plus 3y equals 2.6, and this one is x minus 2y equals 4.6. But this time I'll do a little trick with this. I will make y equal instead of x. So I multiply this one by 2 and this one by 3. Now multiplying this one by 2, this is going to give us 0. 0.8. This is going to give us 0.8 x plus 6y and equals 5.2. This one is going to give us 3x and minus 6y, and 4.6 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 13.8. Now this time I will change the sign of all. Plus 3x becomes minus 3x, and this is all no need to change. They are already in a different sign. So 0.8 and plus 3.8 is going to give us 3.8x, and this is going to give us a 19. That means x is multiplied by and 19 divided by 3.8. So this is going to give us the value as the value of x is 5. Now we'll find out the value of x. X we already know. We'll find out the value of y. So equation says 0.4x plus 3y equals 2.6. We know the value of x is 0.4 plus 3y equals 2.6. We know the value of x is a 5. So this is going to give us x minus 2y. So 5, this one is giving of 2 plus 3y equals 2.5. I can use any equation I feel like. 3y equals 2.5 minus 2. So this is going to give us a 2. 0.5, 2 divided by 3 is going to give us y equals 0.2. That's all for this exercise. I'm taking you back to the main screen where we started. This was exercise 21, and next exercise is going to be exercise 22. But before you go, I just need to show you the answers that we have here. These are the answers for the whole exercise. My next exercise is going to be on this topic, how the simultaneous equations that we have solved using substitution method and then elimination method we are done just now. Now in this exercise 22, we are going to learn how do we use these simultaneous equations in the daily life examples, and how this actually helps in the real life situations, and questions that are posted in different ways, how to understand them, how to translate the English word sentences into algebraic way, and to get our work done. Thank you very much for watching. Wish you all the best, and do share and make sure to spread this to the schools where this book is being used. Thank you very much once again.